This is Biorelativity for North America. The date today is July 5th, 2022. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Greetings, I'm Giuliano. We are the Arcturians. We are focused today for planetary healing and meditation for North America. And our calling is to work on the spiritual intervention, which includes raising the spiritual light quotient of the leaders and of the North America. It is important to consider the activation of a spiritual intervention. Perhaps no intervention is as powerful and effective as a spiritual awakening. In a sense, we look at the leaders and we look at the general masses in North America, and we can conclude that many people are asleep. Many people don't have an understanding and awareness of spiritual energy. Yet it is the awakening to spirit that can have the most profound effect on shifting consciousness and on helping leaders to make a decision in alignment with higher spiritual principles. And so today we are going to focus just on activations that will enhance the spiritual light energy field of North America. Let us begin our meditation by taking 3 deep breaths. You are sitting in your chair, in your room, and you are sitting in your chair, in your room, in your house. And you become aware that I, Giuliano, place a corridor of light over each of your homes. Your spirit body rises up out of the physical body. And your spirit body enters this corridor of light that I have placed over you and your room. You immediately experience a 5th dimensional energy field. Travel with me at the speed of thought to my starship Athena. You arrive at the entrance of my starship Athena. I, Giuliano, and my colleague Tomar greet you. And together we walk into the hallway and enter the Gaia Planetary Healing Room. We look at a huge circle and see the holographic image of Earth zoomed in on North America. And we immediately see the 4 etheric crystals that have been downloaded one in Mexico at Copper Canyon, one in Mount Shasta, and the other in Lake Moraine, Canada. And I raised the fourth crystal at Mount Fuji, Japan. Even though it is not in North America, this crystal contains high levels of Arcturian light for the entire planet. These four crystals hold high spiritual frequencies. These four crystals hold deep wisdom, activations of spirit, and higher knowledge of the spiritual history of this galaxy, the spiritual history of this planet. As we together look at these four energetic crystals, each of them are emitting a high frequency of spirit energy. The three etheric crystals are rising up out of their places, as is the etheric crystal at Mount Fuji. These are fifth dimensional energy crystals that are emitting a frequency of unity and connections to the Ascended Masters, connections to the Ring of Ascension, connections to the Sacred Triangle, connections to the Central Sun, connections to the Arcturian Temple, and Tomar, my colleague, is here and will speak to you now. Tomar. Greetings, I am Tomar. I speak to you from a multidimensional perspective. I am both in the starship with you in the Planetary Healing Room, and I'm also simultaneously in my place in the Arcturian Temple, a gateway into the fifth dimension, a gateway into higher light. I open the doorway of the Arcturian Temple because I want to send down to the planet, I want to send down to you the Arcturian starseeds, the activation energies, the stimulation of the fifth dimensional energy that is in the Arcturian Stargate. The doorway is slightly opened, and I, Tomar, send this light into the four etheric crystals that we are working with today. In front of the holographic image of the earth, which is zoomed in on North America. See before you 5 outlines of spirit bodies. These are leaders who are going to provide higher assistance, needed assistance to North America and to the planet. There are 3 men and 2 women. And I, Tamar, send a beam of Arcturian 5th dimensional light to each of these figures. Opening up their crown chakras, helping them to receive a galactic perspective on the planetary crisis, and providing them ancient wisdom, ancient knowledge, and ancient solutions to this current planetary situation. This is a situation that has occurred on other planetary systems. This is not the first time that a planet like Earth has gone or experienced such a crisis. But the accumulated knowledge and wisdom has been gathered, and I, Tamar, am sending the higher light and activation to each of these 5 figures, who in turn will spread it throughout North America and throughout the world. See now and visualize the light from the Arcturian Stargate coming into the 5 figures in front of the holographic Earth in my starship, and then being transmitted in the proper level to those in other leadership positions, raising the spiritual energy field of North America. Let us go into meditation now with this visualization. Remember, the doorway is open of the Arcturian Stargate, and the light, this higher, refined, 5th dimensional divine light, is being transmitted back into the starship Athena and directed toward these 5 figures whose etheric energy fields are before us now. a new burst of fifth dimensional light from the Stargate travels directly into my starship Athena with Giuliano and you, the Arcturian starseeds on Earth. And this light is directed to each of these 5 figures. And they in turn are sending the light to the world leaders to come and to also help those world leaders now. We call on a lessening of physical violence in the United States, a lessening of physical violence in Mexico, a return to normal peace, prosperity, and brotherhood and sisterhood. I continue to download this light from the Stargate into each of these etheric crystals, see them in the holographic image. We are downloading the light in these 4 etheric crystals, and they are distributing this etheric, divine, spiritual light throughout the energy fields of Mexico, the United States, and Canada. Let us again hold this thought in meditation. We will go into silence. Included in this light from the Stargate is the light and divine spirituality of Sananda, for he has many followers in North America. Let the light of Sananda travel energetically throughout North America. Through spiritual harmony will come prosperity economically. Through spirituality will come peace. Through spirituality will come connections to the 5th dimension. The etheric crystals in Copper Canyon, Mount Shasta, and Lake Moraine are holding these higher thought forms that I am speaking of. And as we finally look at North America, see the monsoon rains continuing to come to the southwest, see a balance of weather patterns, rain coming where needed, storms moderated, and a balance and harmony throughout Canada, United States, and Mexico. The 5 leaders have been filled with the spiritual energy and light, and their imagery is now downloaded into the noosphere, allowing them to manifest their mission on planet Earth as soon as possible. Let us begin our journey back to your home planet. You may stand up and walk out of the room, down the hallway, embracing myself and Giuliano and all your friends on the starship. I return you to Giuliano. This is Tomar. As you leave the ship, take one deep breath and fill your etheric body with fifth dimensional Arcturian energy, healing light, balanced light. You are an Arcturian starseed. Please remember this. As you enter the corridor of light and return now to your home on planet Earth, you enter the corridor traveling at the speed of thought, arriving 6 feet above your physical body, and entering now in perfect alignment your physical body. Take a moment and realign and integrate, remembering the powerful work we have done. The etheric crystals have returned back to their place in Mount Shasta, Lake Moraine, Copper Canyon, and Mount Fuji. I will leave the crystal in Mount Fuji up for the next several hours to help activate the highest spiritual energy field possible at this time in North America. You are now back in your body in perfect alignment. Take 3 more breaths. You are back in full body presence. I'm Giuliano. Good day.